We have the pleasure of having two exceptional Indian classical musicians with us today. One comes from a Western classical background, and the other comes from a pure Indian classical tradition. Together, this husband and wife duo create music that impresses a global audience. Saskia, Shubhendra, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
So Saskia, you've adopted the cello into Indian classical music. First, tell us about your interest in Indian classical music and how you've been able to adapt the sounds of the cello into Indian classical music.
My interest in Indian music was when I was studying Western Conservatory in the Netherlands, where I'm from. And I just heard it once, and I knew it was something of interest. In collaboration with the wonderful sitar maker from Delhi, Sanjay Sharma from Ricky Ram Musicals, he created this system of resonating strings underneath, which gives the cello a beautiful open sound. I'm very happy with it.
So this was specially made to adapt to Indian classical music.
This is the fifth instrument in a row of experiments, and this one I was so happy with. I gave it the name Indian cello.
And Shubhendra, you also worked with a number of other genres, including jazz and Japanese artists and Chinese artists as well. How does this help you as a sitarist?
To keep an open mind, to always think that, music from any part of the world, there's always a common language that we speak. So it helps me to develop my own musicality, and I feel it's a wonderful world right now we live in, where we can explore all these great things.
What do you think the future of Indian classical music in India is?
It's always funny to talk about the future of a tradition that is so old and has proven its value over so many years. So I think it will continue the way it is, the tradition which is strong and people enjoying the pure classical music, and classical musicians also trying out other avenues, a combination of both.
It's a strong tradition which has survived for 3,000 years. But at the same time, it's a dynamic tradition. It's kept evolving with times. So as the music that we of 2010 is totally different from, say, 15th century music.
Right.
So it keeps evolving, but as the strong tradition, as long as that is maintained, new things are being added on. So I think the music of 2050 will not perhaps be the same as 2010, but it'll still have that strong classical sense.